The $500 tip. I still remember the exact moment I found it. Table 7. A crumpled $20 bill on top of a receipt, and underneath, $500 bills, folded so neatly they looked fake. My hands were shaking as I picked them up. $500. That's what I made in an entire week of double shifts at Romano's Diner, not counting the nights I got stiffed completely. Let me back up. My name is Sarah, and 3 months before this happened, my world had completely fallen apart. My mom had suffered a stroke, a bad one. She was only 52. The medical bills were astronomical, even with insurance. I dropped out of nursing school in my final semester to take care of her and work full-time. Every penny I made went to her medication, her physical therapy, the home health aide, who came twice a week. I was exhausted. The kind of tired that settles into your bones and makes you forget what it felt like to not be tired. That Tuesday started like any other. The morning rush, the lunch crowd, the awkward gap in the afternoon where you're desperate for tables, but also desperate to sit down. Table 7 came in around 2 p.m., an older man, maybe in his 70s, wearing a suit that had seen better days. He ordered coffee and a grilled cheese. That's it. Nothing remarkable about him. He was polite, quiet, spent maybe 40 minutes just sitting there, reading a newspaper. When he left, I was clearing a mess from table 3 and barely noticed him go. Then I saw the money. My first instinct was panic. This had to be a mistake. Maybe he thought the 20 was 100? Maybe he was confused? I grabbed the bills and ran outside, but he was gone. Just gone. No car pulling away, no figure walking down the street. Nothing. I went back inside, my heart pounding. $500. I could pay for Mom's medications for 2 months. I could catch up on the electric bill. I could breathe. But it felt wrong. What if he came back? What if he needed this money? I told my manager, Frank. He shrugged. People make mistakes. If he comes back, we'll deal with it. Until then, it's yours. I should have felt relieved. Instead, I felt sick. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept seeing that old man's face, wondering if he'd gotten home and realized his mistake. Wondering if that was his rent money, his medication money, his everything money. The next day, he came back. I saw him walk through the door, and my stomach dropped. I had the money in my apron. I'd brought it with me, just in case. I approached him before he could even sit down. Sir, I think you made a mistake yesterday. You left. He held up his hand, a small smile on his face.
No mistake.
But it's $500. He nodded slowly and gestured to a booth. May I tell you something? We sat down. The lunch rush was an hour away. Frank raised an eyebrow from behind the counter, but didn't stop me. 30 years ago, the man began. I was where you are now, barely making it, working 2 jobs, taking care of my sick wife, wondering how I was going to keep the lights on. One day, a customer at the gas station where I worked nights left me a $100 tip. Just left it. When I ran after him, he told me the same thing I'm about to tell you. Someone did this for me once. Now it's your turn. And someday, when you can, you'll do it for someone else. My eyes were burning. I tried to speak, but nothing came out. That $100 kept me going that month. But more than that, it gave me hope. It reminded me that there was goodness in the world. That people cared. He leaned forward. I've been coming to this diner for 3 months, Sarah. I see how hard you work. I see how you treat every customer like they matter. And yesterday, I heard you on the phone during your break, talking to the pharmacy about your mother's prescriptions. I was crying now, not even trying to hide it. I'm not rich, he continued, but I'm comfortable. My wife passed 2 years ago. My kids are grown. And I made a promise, all those years ago, that I would pass it on. He reached across the table and gently pushed the money back toward me. This is not charity. This is a reminder that you're not alone. And that what you're doing, taking care of your mother, working this hard, it matters. I couldn't speak. I just nodded, tears streaming down my face. He stood up to leave, then paused. My wife was a nurse, you know. She would have told you to finish school. Don't give up on that dream, Sarah. Your mother wouldn't want you to. And then he left. I sat there for 10 minutes, just crying. When I finally pulled myself together, Frank came over with a coffee and sat across from me. You okay, kid? I nodded.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be okay. That $500 did more than help me survive that month. It changed everything. I talked to my school about coming back part-time. I found a better aid service for my mom. I started believing again that things could get better. And yesterday, 8 years later, I left a $500 tip for a young server at a diner downtown. He tried to run after me, but I was already gone. Because that's how it works. That's how we save each other.